Hey, good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's Thursday night. Training camp for the Detroit Lions is wrapped up. It's 7 p.m. You know where you are. It's the Hat and Beard Show. I'm James. You're an attentive audience. We got NFL news to discuss, and then we'll talk about the Detroit Lions as we get ready for the final week of the preseason as Detroit's going to take on the Indianapolis Colts. And I want to know, chat. You guys got to let me know down in the chat below. We got there's 90 dudes. 90. We're going to go ahead and snap and cut that down to 53 here. This time next week, we're getting ready. We are dialed in. We are focused. We are getting ready for the Saints in September, 13th or something like that. But, we got news. We got notes from around the league. We'll talk about Josh Jacobs. We'll talk about the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl no mo. Let's go. No more Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is whack. Not a fan of what it became. Might as well just stick to the All-Pro honor system. And then we'll discuss some roster moves of Detroit. Finally. Oh, breaking news, everybody. Hey-oh. Finally, as it's coming as a big surprise, Marcus Peyton Turner Davenport is done for the year. He's headed to the IR for the Detroit Lions. They brought in an extra corner or something like that. We'll discuss. We'll take your chats. We'll see what's going on. Hit that like button, and we're going to go ahead and get in the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Let's go. It's leg day for Mr. Detroit City. Hell yeah, Detroit Sports Talk. Yeah, what did Terrian do? What did Terrian do to Peyton Turner? I do like where Jack's head is at. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? I do like where Jack's head is at. Was Turner using Davenport's locker? I think that Marcus Davenport was pretending to be Peyton Turner. Has anyone ever seen Marcus Davenport and Peyton Turner in the same room at the same time together? I'd like photographic evidence. Until then, maybe we are on to something. Or there's something there's always going to be a cursed defensive end with in the Dan Campbell administration. You know what I mean? Michael Brockers, right? And then Marcus Davenport. And now Peyton, what could have been Turner. Never able to shake that injury bug. But let's talk some NFL news first. The Packers running back Josh Jacobs is charged with 2 misdemeanors. You guys know what happened there. A little bit of a domestic dispute with him and his old lady there. According to the criminal complaint, each charge are both Class A misdemeanors and is subject to a fine of not more than $10,000 or not more than 9 months in prison, or both if he is convicted. So, there could be up to 20,000, and I guess up to could be 18 months. Let's be honest, he's not going to see a minute of any of that jail time. It goes to talk about what happened. I don't really care to rehash all that. The report said the surveillance footage from the camera system within this garage went out inside the house. Oh, here we go. Jacobs is subject to a suspension by the NFL, which is conducting its own investigation. Oh, there you go. It's up to the NFL to decide whether it suspends Jacobs to start this season or wait until the legal process is completed. Well, I bet Terrian Arnold would have wished that it went that way with him, unless the NFL knows more than everybody else doing their own investigation. Honestly, jail. Straight to jail. Mostly because one, it's not cool. There is links down in my description if you guys wonder. It's not like violent, horrible. It's not like that bad, but there's a little bit of domestic violence going on. Josh Jacobs, so I'm like, hey, straight to jail, banned from NFL. Let's go. But we know how that'll work out, right? Do you think he gets the Ray Rice treatment? Chat? Do you think he gets the Ray Rice treatment? Gator food. There you go, Mr. Trey City. Hell yeah. Pro athletes are known for all around being solid humans. I think that's proven by now. Yeah, dude, the percentage, yeah. Beating your wife is just a misdemeanor crime. Get more jail time for animal cruelty in Florida. Yeah, you get it now, don't you? Isn't that wild? Isn't that absolutely wild, dude? How weird it is. So, other NFL news, the Seahawks kind of poking it in the eye of Vita Vea, huh? Poor old Vita Vea down in Tampa. He wanted him a little contract extension. He wanted himself a little bit of money. Tampa said, nah, man. So he's like, all right, get bent. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the Seahawks, on the other side of the country, are like, yeah, you know what, Leonard Williams? We'll give you a 3-year extension and $90 million. I think he's got like 55 or something, between 55 and 60 million guaranteed. Let's see what this is. Seattle's defensive tackle Leonard Williams has agreed to a 3-year deal, $90 million extension. Adam Schefter reports the deal includes $56 million in guaranteed money. Williams, 32. Chew. Saying that's kind of the nice little thing. I'm not going to lie, dude. The longevity of linemen, offensive and defensive linemen, you know, if you get a good one, you can hang on to them well into their 30s, dude. And they can still be really, really productive. He spent the last 2.5 seasons with Seattle, where he found blah, blah, blah. It just goes on to talk about his history. In 23, sent him, this is the number. Here you go. Since joining Seattle, he has 18 sacks, 126 tackles, 25 for a loss, over the last 2 seasons. Damn, dude. That's for a D tackle, for a 30-year-old, now 32-year-old defensive tackle. That's getting after it, dude. That's getting after it, dude. That's some productivity from the defensive tackle spot, Dad. I wouldn't be mad if Big Beef or Aleem the Dream could do production like that in a year. That's not bad, dude. I mean, I know it's 2 years, but 18, what is 18 divided by 2 is, what is that, 9? You know what I'm saying? So 9 and 60 tackles a year. Lock it down. Locking it down. I can get down numbers like that. But 90 million. Oh, sheesh, shee-wee, boys. You see why they let Canine walk, huh? They had to sign a bunch of cats, dude. Shell out a bunch of dollary dues. And we're going to point and laugh as we wrap up our NFL news here. The NFL elevates Pro Bowl selection. The NFC-AFC Pro Bowl game will no longer be staged. What do you mean? What do you mean staged? Are you saying the quiet part out loud and hoping that we don't notice? Are you saying that the NFL has the ability to stage something as mundane as the Pro Bowl? So if they're able to stage something like the Pro Bowl, they could stage NFL games. It's all fake. So beginning with the 2026 season, 88 players will comprise the official Pro Bowl presented by Verizon class. With no replacement selections, the roster will continue to be determined through an equal-weighted voting process among players, coaches, and fans. Shedeur Sanders made it to the Pro Bowl. Just let that just marinate on that for a little bit, right? Yeah. Pro Bowl's lame, dude. Pro Bowl's lame. The limited honor to the 88 players originally selected to the Pro Bowl presented by Verizon will return its focus squarely on recognizing the league's most outstanding performers, reinforcing the significance of an achievement held in especially high regard by players themselves. I don't think so. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to me. I think you're blowing smoke. Take your fan and your smoke and go blow it up somebody else's hiney hole, because I want none of it. We all know that the Pro Bowl is wiggity whack. What are we doing, chat? How do we feel about that? Now that we're done with NFL news, let's get it. How we feeling, Mad Hatters? Hey guy. Hey. if you're watching this and you haven't already, and you want to be a part of Mad Hatter Nation, which is a bastion of sanity and a sea of nonsense, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, and that gets you access to the live chat. It's a good time. There's a lot of cool people in there. You might enjoy it. And while you're there, turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every single time the show goes live Monday through Friday, right here at YouTube, Kick, and Rumble when I get it to work, if I ever figure that out again. And then share this around, guy. Could you hit the share button? For whatever reason, guy. Why is last Friday's show getting a bunch of views? Guy, last Friday's show is like getting twice the amount of views as everything else. Why? Why all of a sudden is that going to... Share, and if you come back later and you want to hype, that'd be cool too. But sharing this around is the number one way. We're trying to get to 1,000, dude. We're trying to get to 1,000. I know I'm like, I hate doing the call to action, dude. I hate doing it, but we're just, we're the little ginger engine that could, bud. We're doing it, and I can't do it without you, guy. I can't do it without you. We're gonna drag this locomotive across the finish line of 1,000 subscribers, and then start a whole new goal. Let's go, guy. Safety, Thomas Harper, Isian. Yep, right on Detroit Sports Talk. We're going to talk about some injuries here in the next few minutes. Whichever prison he lands in, he knows the type of oh, yeah, dude. I know, dude. I'm really disappointed in Pistachio, dude. All right, so camp observations from Tim 20-man, the senior writer. He's a senior writer. He's got a little silver in his hair. He wears a distinguished jacket, maybe even a Cosby sweater. Maybe even a Mr. Rogers sweater, depending on how senior he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a senior writer over at the DetroitLions.com. Just some quick bopping around, dude. Quality of work, the final practice of training camp at the Meyer Performance Center. This is the last day. Camp's over. Guy, like I said in the intro, camp done. If you are a bubble player for the Detroit Lions, you got one more opportunity to make it look. You know what I'm saying? You got one more opportunity to scrap, claw, give it everything you got. Go out there and knock the Colts' dick straight in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and make a play. Go out there and make a splash, dude. And if it's not to get on the Lions roster, you know what, dude? At the very least, you're helping yourself getting some tape. You know what I'm saying? It might get you a spot on another roster, dude. It could lead to other things. Training camp is done. The doors have been shut. See you next year, training camp. It's preseason week 3. And then it's cut day, buddy. Monday. We're going to be talking about the roster, dude. We're going to be talking about the 53 bullets that we got in our gun to walk into week 1. You know what I'm saying? Conducted a scrimmage and got a ton of reps in. It was a particularly good day for the starters on offense. Led by quarterback JG16 for MVP, 52 touchdowns and 5K in the Big 2-6. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to win the Offensive Player of the Year. And wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, who will continue to just stack stats on stats on stats. They showed Thursday why this offense could be one of the best in the league again this season. And we will all be giving our flowers to the Balake Millers and the offensive line and the Jared Goffs and the Drew Petzings when I am telling you that when it all comes down to it, Mike Kafka is going to be such a major impact on this. I'm telling you guys. Mike Kafka. It's the pinky and the brain that will make our offense succeed. And I'm going to read about a 99-yard touchdown drive. We'll read about Gibbs. House call. Gibbs has established himself as one of the top skilled weapons in the NFL. And Thursday's practice certainly reaffirmed that. Gibbs found a little crease between the right tackle and right guard. Oh, you mean between our second-year right guard and our first-round draft pick? Rookie Balake Miller. Cut outside to the right and outran. He outran him. He outran. Way to go, guy. Yeah, sometimes I just got a foot-shaped hole right in my mouth. He outran Maddox 59 yards to the end zone on just the second play of that series. Gibbs finished practice with a 16-yard touchdown, beating the defense around the end to the pylon on a 4th and 1 play. 4th and 1, you're going to go ahead and get 16 yards on a touchdown. Thank you, Jahmyr Gibbs, NFL Offensive Player of the Year, meeting at the quarterback. And this. Look at this. Would you look at this? Our defensive end room. Lions head coach Dan Campbell has talked about some of the difficult decisions coming this weekend along the defensive line. Detroit is shown to have some good depth along the edges. In the second series for the second team offense and defense, both undrafted rookie Anthony Lucas and veteran Eric O'Neill recorded sacks on the drive. The O'Neill sack was on a 3rd and 7 at the offensive 37-yard line and forced a punt. Aiden Hutchinson and TJ Wanham ended a series a little later in practice meeting at Goff for a sack. I'm telling you, it is the hockey approach. You got multiple lines on defense. On the defensive line, we are just going to have so many weapons, dude. It's not if, it's how. It's not if we beat you, it's how we're going to beat you. Go ahead and make your in-game adjustments. We have your pick of the litter of defensive weapons to counter whatever you have. Whatever you deploy, whatever offense you decide to try and penetrate Calvin Shepard's soon-to-be top 5 NFL defense, whatever defense or offense you try and roll against it, okay. Sure, bud. Whatever works for you, Kevin O'Connell. Whatever works for you, Bud LaFleur. Whatever works for you, Small PP Benedict Arnold Osama Ben Johnson, the trader in the Windy City. I'm teabagging you as we roll over you, dude, for sacks on sacks on sacks, because we have every variant of player on defense that you could possibly want. Every type of player on defense you could possibly want, we have it. You name it, we got it. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Linebacker depth, veteran linebacker Devin White ended a series for the second team offense when he got to Luke Altmaier on a 3rd down blitz. White ran through running back Sione Vaki. On the way to Altmaier, between action Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, Cowboy Malcolm Rodriguez, Trevor Nowitzki, and White. Detroit's got terrific veteran experience with a history of production at that position. You name it, we got it. You name the player, we got it. We got an archetype for it. Shining moment when it comes to the last practice of training camp and the last preseason contest on Saturday. Players on the roster bubble are looking for ways to stand out. Running back Travion Williams had one of those moments in the final series of the second team offense. The drive started on the defense's 40-yard line on the 3rd play of that series. Williams took a handoff on the 3rd and 1, cutting it outside to the right, and ended up in the end zone 31 yards away. The entire offense, including the first team, ran down to the end zone and celebrated the run. I like what I've seen out of this guy, this Travion Williams guy. I have been relatively impressed. No, I don't think he's a long-term solution right now. Maybe. Behind Gibbs. I'm a big Jacob Sailors fan. But when you read things like White ran through running back Sione Vaki on the way to Altmaier. Not a lot of confidence and still not a lot of, but nothing really going to make me go, woo! You know what I'm saying? Going to make me go, yeah, that's what I'm telling you about that guy. He's no offense, Sione Vaki, singing Sione Vaki with your bloody eye. No offense, dude. I don't think running back is the position for you. If we could have like a 54th man, a like special teams utility guy, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, by all means, knock your socks off. I just don't see it. I don't see the juice. He doesn't have the juice, dude. He doesn't move the needle for me. Jake Bates tried to kick a 71-yard field goal and was a little short and left Later on, he ended up leg from 63, but missed just right. Not the most confidence boosting, Jake. You're not. I'm not as hype as I was a year ago. You know what I mean? You got a leg, that's for damn sure. But a little bit, a little of that, a little. You got to keep it between the mustard and the mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? You're always too much mustard or too much mayonnaise. You got enough English on it, but you got to keep it between the mustard and the mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying, dude? St. Brown's sweet. Yes. We know all that. It just goes to talk about how sweet we are. I'm not going to sit here and just continue to glaze us. We already know how absolutely dominant our offense is going to be. Injury news. Breaking news, everybody. The Detroit Lions have injuries. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Have you ever heard of such a thing? By golly, Billy, the Lions have the injury bug. Again. Still? I don't know, man. Maybe we should look at whatever vaccinations they tried to get for their injury bug, because they might have gotten the wrong type of injection. I wonder if Fauci was involved. Miles Frazier's back to practice. Ahmed Hassanin's back at practice. Frazier was technically back on Wednesday, but was limited. On Thursday, he was with the second-team offense, serving as the right guard. While that has normally been Mason Miller's job, Miller had to play the second-team center due to Seth McLaughlin's absence. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more news on Seth McLaughlin. Despite Campbell saying that Hassanin was going to sit out another practice, he was participating Thursday and even got some action during the scrimmage because he will not be stopped. Guys, chat. I'm going to click that window open over here. The injury thing is a hatch job. Oh, it could be. Hey, look at that, Jason. You might not be wrong, dude. I like Rodrigo at fullback too, dude. Let's go, bro. If Hassanin's not gonna play fullback, let's put Rodrigo over there to play cowboy. You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna say, guys? Hassanin's making the roster, right? Chat. Am I wrong? Ahmed Hassanin makes this roster, right? We're gonna go Hutch, Wanham, Moore, Hassanin, right? Like, those are going to be our primary 4 defensive ends. You know what I'm saying? Do we keep a 5th? Did Peyton Turner at first have Tyrion's locker room and then former Marcus Landembra? Hassanin will be busy getting 15 sacks. Oh, shit, dude. You know what, dude? You know what, Brent? If it was a Friday night happy hour, I would be, like, totally in agreement with you. But I am not drinking right now because of St. Michael's Lent. But not going to go as high as 15. But I could see double digits. He's got a fucking motor on him, dude. And the thing is that we're just going to keep, like... Here's the thing. When you see guys that have just, like, a motor like Hassanin and Hutchinson, and then you see these guys with the length and the technical ability like DJ Wanham and Derek Moore, you start to realize the fatiguing play that we are going to be deploying against opposing teams' offensive tackles. They're going to be fucking gassed by the end of the series, by the end of the game. Come the start of the fourth quarter, dude. Watch. Come the start of the fourth quarter, when you're pounding them with all of our defensive end rotation, when you're sending blitzes of Devin White, when you've been dealing all day with Big Beef and Aleem the Dream and Levi Onwuzurike and Skylar Gill Howard just pummeling you with speed and strength and length. Fourth quarter, you're going to see opposing offensive linemen hands on hips, sucking fucking wind, just getting knocked around, dude. Because what you're going to see is a grinder mentality. Just like our offensive line, our defensive line is just going to wear you down. We have too much talent. Too much talent, dude. I think Rodrigo gets fullback reps. He loves it. Why not put him in the O to hit the D? Yeah, dude. Jason. Yeah, exactly, dude. The killer from Cairo is going to get him. I hope so, dude. The Giants are winning the Super Bowl. Fuck, dude. Your friend's nuts, dude. Although I am rooting for Jackson Fart and Dart. Why not, dude? Why not? Why not? Let's go Jackson Fart and Dart. He's based, dude. But lay off the peyote. Yeah, you know, maybe if I ever had some, I could lay off it, but never tried peyote. I have a friend who's a Giants fan. He's loud and proud, like, oh yeah, the Bears ain't doing shit neither, dude. The Bears ain't doing shit neither. Jason. I do like. I've been an advocate for 2 players to move to fullback, and that was Rodrigo or Ahmed Hassanin. But just so you understand the type of mentality I'm at one point this offseason, I was advocating for Giovanni Manu to play safety. So, sometimes I'm just a little nuts. More is in the change up to Wanham and Hassanin. Yeah, exactly. 3 different skill sets. That's what I'm saying, Brent. We got all this different type of like deployability along the defensive line, along the whole defense, but really on the defensive line. If you get into like the individual battles, dude, we are going to have so much just like tenacity attacking the opposing offensive line. It's just going to be brutal for them, dude. Not practicing: Pistachio, Manu, Mays, Seth McLaughlin, Michael Niese, Peyton Turner, who's been placed on IR. Who called it? Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! I called that shit. Just like I called Jack Campbell making All-Pro. Just like I called the Blake Miller fucking draft pick. Just like I called the Cade Mays free agent signing. Who called Peyton Turner gonna land on IR? Let's go! Woo! Like, that was hard to fucking say. I've been calling for that shit for fucking weeks now, my guy. Woo! Finally. Peyton Turner sitting his bum ass down. Derek Moore unknown. Rolder leg, Nowitzki leg, Harper ankle. Izzy and undisclosed. And then both of the safeties that we already know. Let's dig into this, fellas. McLaughlin is missing for practice, leaving the Lions extremely short-handed at center. We came into camp with Mays, Scruggs, McLaughlin, and Niese. In that order. Now it's Mays, McLaughlin, and Niese, and they're all sidelined. We don't know if McLaughlin's absence is injury-related, but could leave the Lions in a tight spot for Saturday's preseason finale. They likely don't want to play Scruggs, as he's projected to be the starter in Week 1, but they may only have one healthy center on roster, and that's Gus Hartwig, who we signed earlier this week. That said, they may just roll with Mason Miller at center and Hartwig the rest of the way through. It's worth noting that Miller at quarterback and Luke Altmaier had several botched snaps during Thursday's practice, and Miller did not play a lick of center in college. Welcome to Detroit. Go play center. On Thursday, we place Peyton Turner on IR. Yeah! Little pat on the back there, fella. Jesus Christ, Peyton Turner. What a fucking waste. Oh, man. I was kind of high on it, dude. I was high on it. Grant Stewart said that he was going to be sweet, dude. You know what I mean? One practice. 1 day in training camp. The fuck, man. Either his season is over, the Lions will release him with an injury settlement. Regardless, it's a disappointing end for Turner, who just can't seem to shake the injury bug. Update on Moore, noting that the rookie defensive end will miss a little time, but they hope to get him back. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Why is Derek Moore always getting dinged up? What's going on? Yo, what's up, Butcher? Beantown, my guy. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. You having a good night, dude? Will still make the team. Brad and Marcus Davenport, who signed 10 years ago, hasn't practiced. Big surprise. Marcus Davenport hasn't practiced? Wild. Stop the presses, dude. Halt the presses. Marcus Davenport's hurt? You mean a Chicago Bear is hurt? Wow. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Beantown, man? You chilling over there in New England, dude? You guys, how's Will Campbell? Did he get arm lengthening surgery in the off season? Is he better now? Cause you know, them little arms, dude. Them little arms were not holding up in the Super Bowl last week, dude. Them short little arms. Them stubby little things, dude. I'm just kidding, dude. I like Will Campbell. Avante practice. Avante Maddox got hurt in practice. Appeared to be working on his upper body. Walked to the room of trainers when practice had officially concluded. We'll see if Campbell has offers updates. We're not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about Avante Maddox right now. He'll be fine. He's gonna make the roster and he's gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and finish tonight off though. little pistachio news. Ugh. You know, when you're right, you deserve to be told you're right. And I know you're working on legs right now, dude, but Mr. Detroit City is absolutely correct, at least currently in his assessment of pistachio. Talk about a Brad Holmes signing, dude. Pistachio, Peyton Turner. Talk about some Brad Holmes signings, huh? Just come in and like, I know Cade Mays is hurt, but at least he's like, hey, look at my wrist. It's broken. You know what I'm saying? Pistachio's like, oh, my knee. Oh, my back. Ow, my neck. My back. My neck and my back. The doctor says I need a bacchiotomy, but we can settle out of court for $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Received mixed news. Lions received mixed news on Pistachio. He previously injured his knee and is no longer the primary concern. Instead, Dan Campbell revealed the veteran running back is now dealing with a back injury, leaving his timetable for return uncertain. Quote, I can't give you anything definitive. He's feeling better as of yesterday, you know. It's been a while. It's been a little touch and go right now. He's had a little bit of a back issue, and we're hoping he's coming out of this as of yesterday. Cool. Fuck! Damn it! You fucking butt munch, dude. Like, Lions confirmed Thursday that Pistachio missed most of training camp after suffering a sprained MCL, but Campbell indicated Detroit is comfortable with the progress of his knee. The back issue has now become an obstacle preventing the Lions from putting him a firm date for his return. This represents a change from Detroit stood earlier this month. Initially injured his knee, expressed optimism. The knee appears to have progressed as hoped. The problem is Pistachio now has another issue to work through. The Lions signed him. We know why he was brought in. The Lions describe Pistachio as Gibbs' primary backup, making his availability more important than a typical reserve player. We do have alternatives. The aforementioned Sione Vaki has taken extensive first-team work during Pistachio's absence, while Jacob Sailors, remains another option behind Gibbs. The Lions have spent much of August evaluating the running back depth as injuries affected several players at that position, and we know now why Kareem Hunt's visit looks more interesting. He obviously visited on Tuesday and has taken a little more significance following Campbell's update. They brought him into Allen Park, but did not immediately sign him. The veteran rushed for 611 yards, 8 touchdowns during his most recent season with Kansas City. We also covered Detroit's. They talked about it, and we talked about it. There's no indication that Detroit has agreed to a deal with Hunt, and his visit should not be treated as evidence that Pistachio will miss week one. It does give Brad Holmes another experience option if Pistachio's back injury lingers. We will finish the preseason Saturday against the Colts before turning its attention to the New Orleans Saints on September 13th. What do you think, guy? Chat. What do we think? You like small? Right on. I forget. Hunt did get suspended a year ago. Yeah, I think he punched. I think he punched his baby mom or something like that. Let's go. Hell yeah, Lions greatest hits. Welcome to the chat, dude. I'm sorry, but if I say things like welcome to the chat and you guys have been here before, I'm sorry. I just don't recognize your name or something. My bad, dude. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Haven't been around that much. I apologize for that. We recently found out my can't. Oh man, Beantown. Bro, are you telling me I got to fire up the Red Dead and start playing at 2 in the morning again, dude? Is that what you're telling me? You telling me I got to start streaming Red Dead again? Start playing fucking midnight to like 2 a.m.? Bro. Well, brother, I am really bummed out to hear that, man. That fucking sucks. You know that we're here for you, bud. If there's any like foundation or charity that we can maybe send some attention to, let me know. We'll happily add the link in my description. I'll just put it in permanently, dude. We'll shout that out, bro. Damn, dude. I'm sorry, brother. That fucking sucks, dude. I'm so caught. That first one was ridiculous. Finally alive, YouTube. I don't want to skip. Oh, dude. Bro, thank you. That's awesome, dude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so loud. That's Lions' greatest hits. That's a really cool thing to say, man. Thank you, dude. That's dope. I hate to be the bummer of bad news, though, but we are kind of getting to the end of the show. You know, I'm supposed to do an hour. But it's the last day of training camp before the offseason, or before week 3 of the preseason. Next week should be hopefully a little bit more, but as we ramp into the regular season, we're going to be kind of, getting after it. You know what I'm saying? It should be a pretty loaded shows. I'm planning kind of, I think I have a pretty good structure built out in my head. Next week, 2 weeks, September 16th, I think it is. September 16th, I won't have a show, though. I have to do some meetings down at church, and then there will be, as the season progresses, guys, just so you know, as the season does progress, there will be one night a week kind of regularly that I probably won't be able to have a show, but that's because I'm doing some church stuff for a little bit, but it is what it is. So I sent notification on, dude, bro. That's dope, bro. So Lions Greatest Hits. We are live Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here, right? And then when the regular season starts on Sundays, like I get up and go to mass at 8 a.m. and then come home, and then we do a pregame, like a digital tailgate kind of like hangout. We're gonna be placing some bets. Casually, I'm not gambling a shitload of money this year, guys. I'm not fucking gambling a bunch of money. We're keeping, I got a structure built in. And then it's just like a hangout. And then once St. Michael's Lent is over here, ground yourself with God. Dude, welcome. All right, dude. Lions Greatest Hits. I'm glad you found us, bro. We are based as fuck here at the Hat and Beard Show, dude. We are a Christian conservative, angled show, bro. So yeah, dude, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Late Monday this week on baseball. Hell yeah, dude, that's what's up. But then once St. Michael's Lent is over on Friday nights, I call it like happy hour with Hat. So we just like, have a few brews and just fucking hang out, dude. So welcome, bro. That's dope. Thank you. That is super dope. That is a really nice compliment, my guy. Kirby needing them German stem cells. Dude, is that what he's been doing, bro? Is that what he's been doing? Hell yeah, dude. Amen, Rick. That's what's up, dude. I hope, dude, get some good news, dude. Rick, things are looking up for you, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's go, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you who stopped by, took the time to drop a comment, or guys like Lions Greatest Hits who subscribe to the channel. Hey, look at this guy, huh? We have living proof. We have live actual proof. If you're watching right now, right there it is, right there in the chat, dude. I'm telling you, it costs you nothing, and the ROI, infinite, dude, infinite. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a good rest of the evening. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do until tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm James of the Hat and Beard Show. You've been an attentive audience. We'll catch you then. Bonga bonga. Frig off, dude.